Hi garden friends! Today for our Plant the Seed kit, we are going to be doing a Cheerio bird feeder. So let's check out our kits and see what's inside. Your kit bag probably looks something like this. And I've actually already taken out what's in the kit bag, which is, let's see, we've got some Cheerios, and we have a piece of string. What's not in your kit that might be helpful is some tape. Now, if you don't have tape, that's okay. We will make it work. So for our Cheerio bird feeder, what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of string, and if you have some tape, take a little piece off, and we are going to just tape it on the end here to make it really tight, and I'll show you why. Make it really tight, because sometimes what happens with this string, or if you have some yarn, yours might be a different color, that's okay, is at the end it starts to fray a little bit, it starts to come apart, and that makes it wider. We want it nice and thin, like that, because what we're going to do next is we are going to put our Cheerios on it. See how each of those has a little hole? We're going to take the string and we're going to thread it through. See that? Now, we're going to take the Cheerios one by one and we're going to thread them onto the string. Now be careful, because if you pull your string up like this, they might all come falling down. So you might want to leave it on the table like this in front of you and just thread those Cheerios on one at a time. Got it? Is that looking good? All right, well, keep threading your Cheerios until your string looks like this, until it's about 3/4 full of Cheerios. You want to make sure that you leave some string on each end so that you can tie it. What we'll do next is we will tie it. And if you need some help with that, you can ask an adult or someone else in your house. We're going to take the string, we're going to cross it over, we're going to take one piece and loop it through like that. Kind of like tying your shoes, if you've tried that. Sometimes that's hard. And we do another loop, tie it, and you have what looks like a little Cheerio bracelet. But this is a bird feeder. So we're going to take this, and when you have a chance, you're going to take it outside and you're going to hang it onto a bush or a tree or a railing, any place where you think a bird might come and find it. And then you can watch from your window and see what birds enjoy eating the Cheerio bird feeder. Keep an eye on it, and then when it's all gone, when all the Cheerios are gone, you can bring the string back inside and put something else on it. All right, friends, well, happy bird watching. Hi garden friends, today for our Plant the Seed kit, we are going to be making bird creations. We're going to get to create our own bird. So let's check out our kits and see what's in there. I found some construction paper. Ooh, I found some feathers. Set these right here. Oh, fun. I found some googly eyes. And I found some pipe cleaners. All right. Your supplies may look a little bit different. They may be a little bit different color, and that's okay. We're going to have fun today making our birds. Some things that are not in your kit that will be useful to have are a pencil or a pen, some safe scissors, and and some glue if you have it. Or some tape, that would work too. Okay, you ready? You have all the things you need? So what I'm gonna ask you to do, to make our bird body, we're gonna put our hand down on that piece of paper. We're gonna take our pen or our pencil or a crayon, something that you have. We're gonna trace around our hand. Whoa. And when you come to the thumb, this guy right here, you're gonna make a big circle around it for the head of the bird. Whoa. So you have something that looks a little bit like that. Whoa, check out the size of my thumb. Wow. All right, then we're gonna cut it safely with our safe scissors. And you can always ask an adult for help. So I'm gonna do this fast forward, ready? Here we go. You know when they speed up the video? There we go. Set that aside. Actually, I might use a little piece of that later. Or its beak. All right, so there's my bird shape. And now, I just get to be creative. I get to put whatever I want on it. I'm gonna go ahead and put an eyeball on my bird. I'm gonna use some glue, or you can use some tape, or you can draw it. If there are some things that you don't have, you may not have glue or tape at home, you can use a pencil or a pen or a crayon or marker, and you can just draw on this bird to decorate it. So right here, I'm gonna put the eye. So either I could draw it. Oh, there's my eyeball. Or I could glue or tape. I'm gonna do that. I love these googly eyes. I think they're really funny. When you shake them, the bird's going, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. At least that's what my bird's doing. I don't know what your bird is doing. Be creative. Have fun with your bird. Okay, go. Got a little eyeball. I am going to now add some feathers. I'm gonna use some of the feathers. I think I'm gonna add a wing, and I might add some tail feathers up here. So I'm just gonna put some glue on and see what happens. But this is your bird, this is your creation, so you make it what you want it to be, what you want it to look like. All right, I'm gonna put some feathers for a little wing right there. Maybe add, and take your time on this. Take all the time you need on this. I'm doing this a little bit quickly just so you can see what an example will look like. All right, I'm gonna tuck that feather under there. I'm gonna put a few feathers up top. And I have some fun examples to show you in just a minute. My kiddos here did this with me, and they did a really fun job with creating some bird examples to show you. Let's see. That one's not going to stick that way, so I might stick it that way. Some of these feathers want to stick better than others, and that's okay. All right, so I feel like my bird might like a little beak. So right now, probably don't want to hold it up until it's dry, but I'm going to hold it up so I can show you what my bird looks like so far. It's got some feathers. All right, so I'm going to use a piece of this construction paper. I'm just cutting off a little piece, and I'm going to make a beak. The way I'm going to make it, I'm just going to go ahead and cut a triangle right off. So here's the triangle that came out, and I'm going to glue it right onto my bird face. And maybe you have another color of construction paper, or maybe you want to color this with a marker or crayon if you have one. Just be creative, enjoy it, have fun with your bird. I might make a little mark there for his, there I just drew throw on the beak a little bit. See that? And then the pipe cleaners can be used for the legs. So here's our bird. And I'm just going to glue these guys onto the back of the bird. Before I do that, I'm going to bend them a little bit. See if I can make some little feet here. You could make a foot like that for your bird. You could just have a straight leg. What? I'm going to try to bend it a little bit and see what I can do here. This bird's going to have, this bird is going to have little feet like that. So just have fun with it, play with the pipe cleaners. I'm going to glue them onto the back of the bird. Now remember, when you're using glue or anything like that, you might want to put down a piece of paper or something, a cardboard, something you don't mind getting dirty or sticky, so that your table doesn't get glue or paint or whatever you're using on it. So I'm going to take those legs like that, stick one there. I'm going to do my other one real quick. All right. But remember, take your time, enjoy it, have fun. There's the other little boop. You may wonder how I did that. I'll see if I can show you. So I bent the pipe cleaner down, and then I bent it back up on itself. So let's see if you can see that. Like that, and then just there. Just pinched it back up on itself. Like that. Okay. I'm going to glue this one on. And then I'll show you a couple examples of other birds that have been created today. All right. I'm going to let that dry just for a second before I show you the other birds, because I want to show you something you can do that's also really fun. Maybe you don't have a lot of feathers laying around. If you wanted to make another bird, for bonus, you can take a piece of paper. Let's see, I'll show you this first. And you can cut out a feather shape. Let's just draw a feather shape real quick. Just kind of like this and like this. Almost like a stretched out oval. We're going to cut it out. Ready? Want to go fast forward? There it is. And what you're going to do with this, I'll show you here, is you can cut, if you can see that, edges on it. So you make your own feathers. See all those edges? And you can put that on your bird. Or if you want to make other birds with other pieces of paper, you can make your own feathers. So this is what my bird is looking like so far. It needs a little time to dry. Those legs don't really want to stick on the back very well until they're dry. So I'll just hold this up like that. There's an example of one bird creation. Yours will look different, and that is fun. We would love to see what yours turn out like. I'll show you a couple more examples. We've got this little one right here, which is just adorable. And then we have this one. You guys ever read any of the pigeon books? This one reminds me a little bit of that pigeon, except a little fancier version. Here's another example. All right, friends, happy creating.
This is my bird. It's a little bird. Let me see. Its name is Tweety. Got little legs. One leg doesn't even have a leg. It's just a foot. And it has this really long feather that can come out like this. So, yeah. And this is my bird creation. And it's very beautiful because I like things that are pretty and beautiful. And why it has such long legs is because it's really big. And I added some different feathers, like some pink, maroonish, light pink, really light pink, some dark blue, some light blue, turquoisey, and I added a little yellow peak. Can you see it? And its name is the Rainbow Robin.
Hi everybody, it is Miss Caitlin, and today we are going to be doing our take-home kit video all about bird identification. And so inside of your bags you have a bird identification sheet which talks about different birds that are commonly seen in Nashville during the winter. And then you also have a journal and you have a pencil. And so what we're going to do with that is we're going to take that sheet outside along with our journal and our pencil, and we're going to look for some of those different birds on that sheet and see if we can find them outside. And then we're going to journal about them and write about them, what their sound sounds like, what they look like, draw pictures, and just journal all about the different birds we see outside here in the winter. So I'm outside and I have my journal and I have my pencil and I also have my bird identification sheet. So you'll need all of those things out of your kit because we're about to try and see if we can find some birds. And so remember, whenever you're outside and you're trying to find birds, you need to be really quiet so you can hear them. And you also don't want to be loud either because that will scare them off. And so you want to be as quiet as you can, and you can walk outside around your yard, or you can go to a nearby park or even take a walk and see what you're able to find. Birds love to live in underneath our roofs. They love to live inside of our sheds. They love to live in trees and make nests in trees and down in the ground. So you need to make sure your eyes are wide open and you're looking for birds everywhere. So I'm going to turn you around and I am going to show you a couple birds that I'm seeing right now in my backyard. So I'm outside watching for birds and I just found my first bird here on my fence. Oh, just flew away, but that's a chickadee right there. Chickadee-dee-dee. Right over there is our chickadee. So pretty. So we're in our backyard, and if you look towards the top part of this video, you'll see there's a little bird flying around. And I know you can't see it very well in the video, but its chest is orange, and it's up there in the tree, just kind of hanging out. But the orange chest, looking at my sheet, that means that it's a robin. So I have a robin up there in the tree in my backyard. I'm going to try to be quiet so I don't scare it away. All right, so I just journaled about the robin that I saw, and I wrote about the orange chest, and then I drew a little picture. My pictures aren't the best, but just so I can remember kind of what it looked like to me. And now I'm going to walk to my front yard, though, and see if there's anything up here. See if there's any more birds that we can see. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds like... I'm not sure what kind of bird that is, but that's such a pretty noise. Whenever you're quiet and you're careful where you're walking, you can hear a lot of different sounds and different birds that are outside. So it looks like I was only able to see 2 different birds today, the robin and the chickadee, but I'm going to continue to come outside with my notebook, just like you should with your pencil, and journal about different birds that you see and have your bird identification sheet with you. So if you hear something or see something, you're able to try and ID what it is. All right, thank you all so much. See you in the next video.